Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone.
But you've possibly found the best kept secret in business. He's handsome. He's loud. He's got some tattoos. He'll tell you as it is and only wears a suit at a wedding or a funeral. No jargon, no overcomplicated 300-stage program. Just upfront, honest, proven ideas, thoughts, and strategies
That actually
work. So here's your host, the best kept business secret probably anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Marc Ford.
Here it is, a groove slightly transformed.
Hi, and welcome to the Best Kept Business Secret podcast with me, your host, and your Best Kept Business Secret, Marc Ford, business coach, author, and commentator for the media on all things small business. Yes, it is that time of year again, where we find more excuses than we find reasons to do stuff. Everybody starts turning around and saying, do you know what? I'm not going to send those emails. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that because everybody is on holiday. Well, guess what, folks? It's not true. Not everybody is on holiday. Otherwise, the whole country, the whole world would shut down for 6 weeks while the kids are off on holiday. So, if you are lacking motivation, if you are losing your get up and go to get on and do stuff, this podcast is going to be for you. So, I'm going to give you 10 practical tips for taking action when you really don't feel like it after this message from our sponsors.
This podcast is sponsored by JB Commercial Finance, the trusted funding solutions for business. JB Commercial Finance are experienced, whole-of-market commercial finance brokers and will help you and your business raise money no matter your circumstances. Whether you're investing in your business, have cash flow challenges, or you're looking to acquire commercial premises, get in touch with us now for independent, expert, and honest advice. For a free, no-obligation assessment, find us at www.jbcommercialfinance.co.uk or call 0116-3440-322. JB Commercial Finance is fully authorized and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority and are proud members of the National Association of Commercial Finance Brokers.
So, we've all been there at some point. There is a task ahead of us and we need to get to it and complete it, but we just don't feel like it. We need to get off the bed, pick up the phone and ring our doctor for an appointment. Or do we? There's a social event coming up and there are a million other things we'd rather be doing, such as shoveling in ice cream, watching box sets or dicking about on Facebook and YouTube. And it's all okay. Really, it is. It's all kind of understandable. There are too many factors that can contribute to a lack of motivation or even willingness to do something for us just to avoid them all. Now and then, it's established that this is something that happens more or less to every single one of us. But two questions prevail though. How can we overcome this general lack of motivation? And how much does it do damage to our businesses? So here are 10 practical tips for taking action when you just don't bloody feel like it. Number 1, localize the problem. Now, a good starting point is to uncover what it is exactly that is making you avoid doing a certain something. In most cases, it's because the task at hand is unpleasant, boring, or because we dread going to do it. In other instances, it could be because the initial excitement has washed away and you are stuck in the most difficult part of the job, the middle. There's a great saying by Leila Gifty Akita. Life is in different stages. Every stage of life is the foundation for the next stage of life. Every stage of life must be fully lived. So that leads us on to number 2, which is set up the stage. You see, now you've found the catalyst, work towards combating it by making your task impossible to avoid. Clean out your entire schedule. Do everything else you could possibly do first, and then you'll end up stuck with this one thing and nothing else. Number 3, keep the end result in mind. If we're talking about something like making an unwanted call or going to a very unpleasant meeting, think about the long game because it really helps. Just think about how a short phone call is and how it won't matter at all a few minutes later. If you can't get yourself motivated or to genuinely want to do this thing, just look forward to it ending instead. Number 4, find motivation. Now, I don't mean in a literal sense, and I don't mean you sort of like meditating or stuff like that. But if we're able to get motivated on cue, then we wouldn't have a problem that needs to be solved by the tips in this podcast, right? Well, the real motivation is finding this little spark that might trigger your desire to take action. Set your eyes on someone that inspires you and use this admiration as a starting point. Pick out the positives from a task and focus on them to build excitement. Or you could go in the opposite direction. See, find the pain that reminds you why you need to move away from it. Is it debt? Is it not being able to provide for you or your family? What would happen to you in the business if you don't do this one thing? 5, show commitment. The key word is show commitment. If you're a person that values the opinions and views of others, your biggest advantage might be putting your goal out there for the world to see. You see, if you want to lose weight, for example, publish a post announcing your intention on social media. Saying it to someone's face works too, but having it posted online is a lot more effective. After all, what's on the internet stays on the internet forever. It worked for me. I recently parachuted from 15,000 feet. I told everybody I was doing it. I got people to donate money. So when I was sat on the edge of that plane, about to go out into the great big blue sky, I had to do it. Be accountable. Number 6, make notes. Aside from commitment with the help of others, you can also do it by yourself. Make some notes constantly reminding you of your goal and leave them in a place you know you'll read them. Don't lose sight of the goal and think about it on a daily basis. This technique will gradually lessen the weight of your task and it will make it seem more achievable. Number 7, start small. Failures are a part of life. It's a bit like success, but just don't expect a huge result right off the bat. Start off small and gradually increase the difficulty. If you want to work out, start with a short 10-minute routine. If you have to write a paper, tell yourself that you'll write 200 words today, 300 words tomorrow, and keep increasing the number. Remember, you can't eat a pizza in one go. We all eat it in pieces, where after a short amount of time, the pizza is gone, and without the mess. Number 8, find joy. Find joy in these small successes. Go into the task with minimal expectations. When you manage to get those 10 minutes of exercise done, see it as a massively positive thing. In turn, it'll boost motivation and it will make you realise that your goal is within reach. Hell, even celebrate small successes. You see, the thing is, in business, we tend to brood over failures. We tend to celebrate big successes. But look, if this is something you don't want to do, why not celebrate small successes? Make it a joyous thing to actually do. Number 9, accept the fickleness. Another important thing is to realise the fact that no matter how many tips and motivational exercises you will undergo, this is still a task that doesn't exactly fill you with joy. If after a few days of good work, you find yourself lacking in motivation again, this is not the end. You see, motivation is like a roller coaster. You take a break, repeat the previous steps, press the reboot button, and start all over again. Another great quote is, your talent determines what you can do. Your motivation determines how much you are willing to do. Your attitude determines how well you do it. That's by Lou Holtz. And finally, number 10, reach for help. Don't steer away from the support of others. You might actually need it, especially if you have difficulties picking yourself up again. The people who know about your goal will very likely be there to help you rather than to judge you. You see, owning, running and starting your own business can be a very lonely place to be. So try to surround yourself with as many positive people as you can. The best advice I can give is to constantly keep your eyes on the benefits, to swap negative thoughts for positive ones. Find some sort of reward at the end of the task's completion. If you can't, follow these tips and accept the fact that you can't be 100% committed to this particular goal, but it can be done regardless. Now, one of the other reasons that I've given you these 10 tips is because quite recently I did a 90-day business planning workshop. And it's amazing how many people, when at the workshop, are really full of determination, are wanting to achieve their goals, wanting to achieve their visions. They've even broken them down. But when you ask 1 week later what's been done, what's happened, you'll find that very few have actually taken action. So the reason that I did this was because it doesn't matter how many workshops you go to, how many books you read, how many podcasts you listen to, how many TEDx talks that you watch, unless you, my friend, the business owner, are willing to take action, you will always be stuck. You see, 80% of businesses flatline. They stay at a certain level. They pay the bills, they do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and actually it becomes mundane. It doesn't become this glittering, fantastic thing that they once dreamed of when they first started their business. So with this podcast and these ideas to help you boost your motivation when everybody is allegedly on holiday, be in the 20%. Be in the 20% of successful businesses that know how to find that motivation, to know how they get to the next step, to the next level. They're not happy with where they are right now, but they also recognize that the only way to move forward is by taking action. So if I was going to give you tip 11, it's to take action, no matter what. No matter how small, no matter how big, is just do something. You'll chip away at it and it becomes closer to reality. So that's it, my friends. Another podcast, another 10 minutes of infinite small business wisdom given to you by moi. Listen, guys, if you're interested in attending any of my workshops right now, and I've got another 7 coming up to the end of the year, and these provide fantastic value for small businesses out there to help them grow their business for not a lot of money. I understand how valuable your time is. I understand how valuable your work is to you and your income. So spending a day with me and other like-minded people will dent the old bank balance ever so slightly. But guess what? When you walk away with all the knowledge that I've got from the best of the corporate world, from the best of the small business world, and smashing it together to put it into a one-day workshop just for you, you will walk away with the ability to make more money than you spent on that day or spent out of your business. So if you are interested in joining me and like-minded people to grow your business, go and have a look on the website, which is www.marcford.uk/events. That's www.marcford.uk/events. I'll even put that in the show notes. Guys, until next time, go and have an amazing week. Go and be fantastic. And just remember, just because the sun's out doesn't mean that everybody's on holiday. Take care of yourself. Speak soon. Bye-bye.
Here it is, a groove slightly transformed. Just a bit of a
Hey everybody, Marc Ford, your best kept business secret. Hope you are well. Do you know what? Yesterday I was asked a question and I thought I'd do a short video on answering that particular question. Somebody asked me why I'm doing a workshop every month. Well, actually, it's quite simple because I believe that workshops and the workshop environment is actually really good for small businesses. And I'll tell you why. You see, when you started out in small business, you probably realised that it's actually quite a lonely place. And there are millions and millions of people that are in small business, but we're all incredibly proud and we kind of view them as competition. We view them as competitors, even if they're not in the same industry or the same niche. You see, the thing is, if you went to a networking event and went up to somebody and said, "Hi, how you doing?" Nobody has ever said, "I'm doing shit. I'm doing crap. The world is falling in." Actually, everybody will lie and go, "Yeah, brilliant, my business is fantastic, it's great." And that's not necessarily the case. It's also true the fact that you actually realise that you are busy being busy or doing stuff. So actually you don't get the time to develop the business. Now, the reason I do the workshops is the ability to take you out of the business for one day, but take you out of the business with like-minded people. So people who are looking to grow their business, people who are looking to better their brand, people who are looking to create something fantastic and something legendary. They are like-minded people. And in that room on that particular day, you have a stack of people to talk to, but you also have a stack of knowledge to take on board. Because what I do in the intervening months is that I read, I listen, I watch, I consume so much stuff that is a benefit to any business, let alone small business, that all you get is all my knowledge smashed together and put into a one-day workshop. Hell, I know that actually it has made people thousands of pounds just by attending just one of my workshops for 99 quid. So if I were to give you £10,000 in the equivalent of you giving me 99 quid, you'd say yes. But that's happened. One simple task has resulted in 5 businesses increasing their turnover by thousands of pounds because they realised they were promoting the wrong thing to the wrong people. They started promoting the right thing to the right people, and it has increased their turnover by thousands of pounds. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to spend an entire day with like-minded people, learn some great skills, get some great knowledge together to help you and your business grow and help you achieve your visions and your goals, then you need to come to one of the remaining workshops this year. I've got 6 workshops remaining, possibly a 7th, but that will be announced in due course. There is loads of stuff there. How to grow your business without being on page 1 of Google. Sales workshops. We've got planning workshops. We've got video workshops coming up, how to make videos like this and how to grow your business by using them. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled. There is going to be a stack of stuff between now and the end of the year to help you grow your business at least one day every month. And let me be your best kept business secret. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.